And welcome back here to North Park University. Eric Stock with you. Joe Stearns back in Bloomington, our WVSN studios. Illinois Wesleyan falls tonight to North Park 63-57. In other league play, and it really matters here tonight, Elmhurst beat Augustana 94-76. So Illinois Wesleyan does officially clinch a bid to the CCIW tournament despite the loss. Augustana is officially eliminated, but Illinois Wesleyan certainly could have helped themselves much better tonight had they won. So Elmhurst wins. That ups their mark to 8-7 in the league, while Illinois Wesleyan drops to 7-8. North Central beat Carthage 87-75, which also muddies the waters in the middle of the pack. And Wheaton had to rally in the second half to beat Carroll 70-57. So that puts Carthage and Elmhurst in a tie for third, both at 8-7. North Central at 8-8, and Illinois Wesleyan, the number 6 seed, now at 7-8. But they are officially in the CCIW tournament here coming up next week as Coach Rose joins us here on the post-game show. And, boy, another close down-to-the-wire game as we kind of expected. It looked like one run midway to late in the second half seemed to be the difference.
That was. I think we had the ball. We got called for an offensive foul. There were just a few periods where we allowed the chaos, it to be too chaotic for us. And at the same time, I thought we went at halftime tied and had played terrible. I thought the first half we really did not play very well, and it was tied, so I liked our chances. We just, in North Park, they're quick. They play phonetic, and there were just times where their quickness got to us.
Yeah, it seemed like it was just really a couple of spurts when that happened for the most part.
Yeah, no, you're right. You take away a couple runs. I haven't seen the final stats, but live ball turnovers, how many fast break baskets did they have or points?
They had 14 to 2.
Yeah, well, they won by 6.
Yeah, forcing 18 turnovers, but again, those seem to be in spurts too.
Yeah, and a lot of them, again, were just one-on-one or we just got sped up, and we knew you just can't let them speed you up to where you're out of control, and there were times we just were not in control. And I thought early I was really disappointed in the first maybe 10 minutes. I didn't think we competed very hard. That was corrected. I thought our guys really competed, but you're right. There were a couple spurts where we turned the ball over, they got going. And, the first half, we also, I don't know how many point-blank shots we had where we just didn't finish. I mean, I really challenged them. We need to get some and ones. I mean, I thought we had about 5 or 6 shots in the paint that we just rushed, that if we can finish those, we actually have a lead at half.
You were able to force them in the half court quite a bit, at least in the first half, and North Park struggled. How would you characterize the defensive performance there?
Well, when we got our defense set, and then late, I was really disappointed because I think when we get our defense set and it's 5-on-5, we're pretty good. We use our strength, we use our length. Our guys do a pretty good job in negotiating screens, but if you relax at all, there were a few possessions where we're jogging back, not getting our defense set, not getting in a stance, and they made us pay. They went coast to coast a couple times, and that doesn't happen when we're really locked in. But North Park wears you down. That for 40 minutes they're going to put the pressure on. They're going to fly around, and it's not always going to be pretty, but it's won them a lot of ball games this year.
Well, North Park, largely a team that wins on volume of shots because they force turnovers, they get rebounds, 65 field goal attempts to Wesleyan's 57, and that's despite you guys out-rebounding them by 7 here today.
That's the 15 turnovers.
Yep.
And I really thought, or 18, I thought if we could keep it to 12, 13, that we would have a much better shot, but disappointed. Just a couple North Park guys I played against back in the day walking by. They've aged better than me, Eric. I think coaching do that to you.
I guess so. Back in the glory days of North Park basketball, I guess way back in the in the 80s.
Way back. Thanks. No, yeah, they during my time, they won 2 national championships. But I'll tell you, we also won 2 conference. We shared 2 conference championships each during my 4 years. They were really good, and this North Park team's really good. It's just so it's tough. Our kids keep battling, and we're right there. We just have not been able to get over the hump, and I feel for them because really our record is not conducive does not show really how good a basketball we played this year. And we're just a few possessions here or there away from being in a different situation. Now, that being said, we got a big game Saturday, and Carthage coming in town, and Carthage took it to us pretty good in Kenosha. So there's no time in this league to feel sorry for yourselves. And
still a lot to play for. Augustana did lose tonight, so you guys are officially in the conference tournament, but now it's just a matter of can you climb up to a better seed.
Yeah, and that, we certainly are happy to be in the conference tournament. I'd like to Saturday earn our way in. That'd be great to go into it with a little momentum, feeling good about ourselves. So we'll keep plugging away. We've been right there all year, as you know, and so it'd be great if we can put it all together here at the end of the season.
Oh, we hope for that, and we'll look forward to seeing the team on your senior night on Saturday. We appreciate the time, and good luck then.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
You bet. Thank you, Coach Ron Rose. Illinois Wesleyan takes a loss here tonight, 63-57. Our final score, North Park with the victory. We'll go over the final numbers here in just a moment. Also want to share with you once again our Preserving a Legacy for tonight, made possible by a generous Illinois Wesleyan supporter, putting a spotlight on the rich history of Illinois Wesleyan basketball and the student athletes that have built the strong tradition of success. Tonight we look back at the career of former Titan great Brian Coderre, a native of Arlington Heights, Illinois, and graduate of Buffalo Grove High School. Coderre was a teammate of Ron Rose's in the late 1980s. He played in 111 games for the Titans, scoring 1,238 points, grabbing 624 rebounds. He added 127 and finished with a career field goal percentage of nearly 53%. Coderre was a 2-time All-CCIW pick, earning third-team honors in 1987, second team in 88. He served as team captain on the 87-88 squad, a team that posted a 24-5 record that Coach Rose just alluded to and won the CCIW regular season title. Coderre currently serves as Chief Financial Officer for SGS International, and his son Bernie played basketball under Coach Rose at Illinois Wesleyan from 2016 to 2020. That is tonight's Illinois Wesleyan Preserving a Legacy honoree. Let's look at the final numbers here tonight in this Titan loss, 63-57. Titan shot 30% from the field, 17 of 57. Well, the Vikings were 32%, 21 out of 65. Not much better, but a higher volume of shots in the game tonight. Both teams struggled from beyond the arc. Titans were just 1 of 13 for 8%. Vikings were 4 of 25 for 16%. Titans were 22 of 30 at the line for 73%. North Park 17 of 23 for 74%. Titans were plus 7 on the boards, 44-37. That included 16 offensive rebounds for Wesleyan, but turnovers were costly. They gave it away 18 times. North Park had 10 turnovers tonight. That was the big difference in the shot disparity and the number of shots taken. Illinois Wesleyan had 3 finish in double figures. Ryan Soroka with 14 points and 7 rebounds. Hakeem Williams, 10 points, 7 rebounds. Harrison Wilmson, 10 points, 7 boards. In 17 minutes off of the bench, he fouled out and was dealing with foul difficulty most of the night and was also playing under the weather here this evening, but did play well when he was on the floor. In fact, he had a +7 in plus-minus tonight, which was one of the highest on the team. The only one higher was Marco Anderson. He was +8 tonight. Cody Mitchell, 6 points, a team high, 11 rebounds. Lucas Heflin had 6 rebounds. Evan Schneider had 4 points. Marco Anderson, 4 points, 5 boards. Trey Bazell had 2. Dave Williams had 1. And Nathan Bolt did not score. For North Park, they had 2 in double figures, led by Colton Van Landingham, a usual starter, but came off the bench tonight because of the senior night. He had 13 points in 30 minutes and 5 rebounds as well, though he was held to just 3 for 12 from the floor. Jordan Boyd, 10 points, 7 rebounds. Jalen Boyd, 9 points, 4 boards. Marquise Jackson, 9 points, 5 rebounds, a team-high 4 assists. Shamar Humphrey had 6 points, 4 steals. Devontae Robinson had 8 points. Carl Polk Jr., 4 points, 5 rebounds. And Adam Bulwa, a starter tonight because it was senior night, had 4 points. Jacob Williams, Lance Nelson, and Aquillan Dixon all played but did not score. North Park improves to 19-5 on the year and 12-3 in the CCIW. They remain a game behind Wheaton heading into the final game of the season, so Wheaton is short at least a share of the conference championship with their win tonight. Illinois Wesleyan is officially in the conference tournament, but right now they're in 6th place. They'll need a win, and they'll need some help if they have any chance of getting out of that number 6 spot. In fact, it'll take a quick look at the math here, but the tiebreakers don't go well for them. It looks like they are going to be on the road. The best they can do is tie, and tiebreakers are not going to suit them. So it might really just be a question of where they will end up in that first game in the conference tournament, as they fall to 12-12 on the year. Our post-game show brought to you by Just Thrive Health. Our thanks to Joe Stearns back in the studio. This is Eric Stock saying so long from the Cracker Box. Again, our final score, North Park University 63, Illinois Wesleyan 57. This has been Illinois Wesleyan Titan Basketball on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com.
Thank you for listening to Titan Athletics on 88.1 WESN and IWSports.com. Titan Streaming and Radio Network would like to thank our sponsors, Just Thrive Health, Avanti's, Knapp's Kitchen, The Fashion Shop in Gibson City,